Welcome back everyone. Let's continue progressing through the Ryujin Industries quest. So our next quest is Access Key. We need to talk to Imogen. But before doing that I wanted to say that the game got an update. So it is now version 1.7.33 and we finally got a first person and third person field of view sliders. Also the update changed some quests that have been bugged, but I haven't noticed any bugs yet. So anyway, our field of view is much higher now. Alright. What? What you want? Never mind. So let's continue with our quest. Access is key.
I hope you're ready to get back to work.
Indeed. Aren't I legally allowed some sort of a break?
We expect our employees to self-manage when it comes to breaks. I recommend taking a moment whenever you feel that stress may be getting the better of you. Just be mindful of your time. This job requires a clear head.
I'm ready for whatever's next.
Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands.
What do I need the keycard for?
We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it.
Any suggestions on getting the keycard?
A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap.
Okay, let's get started.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Alright.
If
Anything
this is your
else
way
you can
of
say
getting
to me?
things done, I'd love to learn your strategy sometime.
What's the best way to get this keycard?
That depends on your skill set. My recommendation is to either be quick with your hands or look the part. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick.
So you just repeated what you already told me.
Who knows? Some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their clothes.
Yes. Where could I get a suit?
Clothing stores, of course. I recommend visiting Aito in the lobby or the Emporium. I'm sure you can find something for a decent price.
How do I go about getting a security guard uniform?
The obvious answer? Very carefully. I've found one or two in a locker or taken one off someone who no longer needed it, if you know what I mean.
Information noted.
And hopefully put to good use.
Shouldn't our technicians be able to hack into a security system?
I won't tell Yuko you're challenging her team's abilities. Of course they could, but this is for a high-stakes, high-reward job we're looking at here. Any hint of a security breach and our target goes on lockdown. The keycard will guarantee nothing appears out of place.
Okay, and for the last time, can you go over the details again on this assignment?
Sure, why not? You're relieving a security chief of their keycard, so we can use it to gain access to a competitor's network. Subtlety is highly recommended here. Any incidents could severely complicate matters.
Alright. Let's see. Optional: wear a suit or security guard uniform. Travel to Hopotech. Okay, let's try to get a suit. I think we can find something in this building. Okay. Does this guy have suits?
Interested in neuroamps?
Let me see what you got.
I'm
What you
always
have.
stocked up on neuroamps.
Barrel. Let's buy the boardroom for 661.
Have a good one.
Alright, let's equip it and see if our objective update. Barrel corpus suit. It did update, so it works. Okay. Now let's travel to Hopatech. Oh, so it is in different planet, it seems. I was thinking that it is in the Neon. Okay. Let's get back to our ship then. Alright, so we need to get to the Volvo system. Let's do it.
Because they just lived on one.
Let's see. Volvo. New planet. We haven't been in this one yet. Let's scan. Hope Town. Let's land. Alright. Let's find where we need to go. So, Hope Town. I haven't been in this city yet. In this planet or the city yet. Let's see. Rangers. Hope Tech.
Always something going on around here.
A fair amount
What?
of business runs through Hope Town.
Somebody
And
wants to talk
from
with
what I
me.
understand, most of it is legal.
Is it you? Adela.
I feel sick.
Hem. Okay, let's talk with her.
All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God.
Well, you wanted to talk to me. Talk.
Right. Right. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse.
Tell me what's wrong.
Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
The story of my life.
You get it then. So I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment, slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since.
So, what were you actually shipping?
I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people want it.
Tell me how I figured into this.
I'm getting to that part. Sorry. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
How am I supposed to deal with the tracker?
I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but he may not give you any choice.
How do they only know your name?
The company is, well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing.
And why would I do that?
Listen, I just haul, well, garbage. But you, I mean, you're armed and look, well, awesome. I figure you could do a solid for the little guy, girl. Plus credits. I did mention the credits, right?
I guess I'm Captain Pay him then.
You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Captain's Bounty, new quest. I'll do it later. Let's continue with the access is key.
We'd be dust,
Right.
except for the factory.
Hope there. Let's get in. Okay, let's see. We need to retrieve the security key card. I wonder where is it. So we need to get deeper into the building, it seems. Not the toilets, I guess.
You walk the factory floor? It's impressive stuff.
Okay. So we can access these doors, no problem. There's a robot I need to go stay away from. Okay. Oh, so it's a person of some sort. Let me guess, I need to persuade him. Let's get into our inventory. Do I have anything for the persuasion? Let's see. Persuasion chance 7%, 20%. Hypolita. Let's use it. Let's do a quick save and talk with me.
No loitering. Now move it.
Talk.
You need help with something?
I have a huge favor to ask you. I need to borrow your security keycard.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not big on doing favors for people I don't know.
Look, I don't have time for the details, but it's an emergency.
If it's an emergency, it sounds like you need to make time for those details.
Alright, persuasion time. Let's talk this over. I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
I think you're under the wrong impression here. I'm not handing over this card.
I'll wear you down eventually. Save yourself a headache and just give me what I want now.
Oh my god. You're serious, aren't you?
Ooh, I have an auto persuasion. I could use it, but let me try one more time. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
Maybe
it
I
worked
can
anyway.
make an exception. Fine, the key's yours. Just remember to bring it back, or I'm reporting you.
Okay. Anything else?
Be quick if you can.
Nope. Let's see. Return to Imagine Ryujin. To Ryujin Tower.
I don't want
Okay,
to
this was super easy. All of these missions are just cakewalk. Okay, let me get back to Ryujin Tower then. And as always, we are back to Imagine. Let's talk.
Hey there. Got that key card for me?
I sure did. Would I be here if I didn't?
Well, you work here, don't you? So, yeah, you probably would.
Like taking a candy from a baby.
I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better.
I'm still questioning the legality of this job.
You may as well question the entire corporate world at that point. Just think of what we do here as standard business practices. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
I suspect a great many things could occur in the Astra Lounge without anyone taking notice.
What's the significance of the Astra Lounge?
If you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Ryujin. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astra Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us.
The Astra Lounge? Sounds exciting.
I thought that might spark interest. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies? What are these companies?
Infinity Ltd is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can.
Consider it done.
That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their financial manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points.
Can you give me a breakdown on Zola's and Arthur's dossiers?
I suppose I can give you a brief rundown. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's highly accustomed to an upper-class lifestyle. She's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public perception, both of her and quantum synergies. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so she's drawn to innovation and quality.
If she's into innovation and quality, she should be working here.
She's considered it, but she's next in line to be CEO over at Quantum. If she came here, she'd have to deal with stiff competition. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are: Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision.
Why does Infinity Ltd lack clear vision?
Infinity has struggled with leadership and turnover for a long time now. Lucas Drexler is probably the 5th CEO they've had in the past few years. Plus, it's hard to keep good employees when much better corporations who will pay more are out there.
If Infinity is a follower, do they have any original products of their own?
They've launched several, but none survive long. Nothing that would be as big as neuroamps or grav drives. That's why they've taken to just following whatever trends companies like Ryujin set. If they can't make money off ingenuity, they can certainly sell someone a cheaper version of a more expensive product they may want.
How is Infinity the cheap version of Ryujin?
Infinity Ltd's strategy to make money is to cut cost on quality. You can compare any one of our products to theirs and see it almost instantly. Low-grade synthetics, flimsy thin materials, high energy usage, they issue at least 1 or 2 recalls a year.
Alright, I think I got that all.
Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at any time as a refresher. Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to talk to people. As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily researched trends.
I'd love to get some of his thoughts on what constitutes acceptable risk.
It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the topic. Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality product. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that.
Why are Arthur's talking points trying to steer him toward Ryujin?
Quantum Synergies is the top name in ship OS. Their reputation has allowed them to keep the best engineers on their payroll. We can't deny that working with them would be beneficial for us, and Arthur is our best bet in making that happen. Besides, an open collaboration gives us easier access to information we'd otherwise have to find a more clever means of discovering.
How do we know so much about Infinity's profits versus our?
We keep an extremely close eye on our competition. Thanks to operatives like you, that information is almost always at our disposal.
Alright, I think I have everything I need to know.
Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers though. Sometimes bullet-pointed statements can stick out in minds easier than conversation.
Reading? I'll be fine on my own.
We're looking for optimal results, which won't be achieved by luck alone. Our team has crafted these dossiers based on psychological profiles, observation, and past history. Neglecting them would be highly irresponsible. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
How do I get access to swap Nina's presentation?
If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean.
How did you manage to get this presentation in the first place?
We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity LTD slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity LTD slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take.
It sounds like that meeting is going to be chaos.
Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it?
Why do I need to dress appropriately?
Business executives aren't going to take advice from just anyone. Show up looking like an Ebbside street rat or mercenary for hire, and you're lucky if they'll even acknowledge you.
What if I'm not really into suits?
If you think you can do better, you're welcome to it. I suppose I can even provide you with a small allowance. Just keep in mind, business attire is preferred, club attire would be second to help blend in.
Okay. Got it. I'm ready.
I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Okay, so she gave me a suit and the dossiers, I think. Let's see. Did I get a suit? I did. Fitted business suit. Let's equip it. Anything else she has to say for us?
Zola and Arthur are execs at Quantum Synergies, so be sure to treat them with respect.
Is there anything I need to know about Nina Hart and Infinity Ltd?
Nina is the executive director of marketing at Infinity Ltd. She's mildly competent, but doesn't handle pressure well. Infinity is one of our bigger competitors, although throughout the years, they've taken to merely following in our footsteps. Innovation isn't their strong suit, so they've found most of their success lately by creating cheaper versions of our own products.
What can you tell me about Arthur Cruz?
Arthur Cruz is the financial manager at Quantum Synergies. He's a stickler for details, unlike you. We believe if we can get him to think more highly of Ryujin, we may not only be able to stop the deal with Infinity, but also persuade him to work with us. Remember, details are always in your dossier to be referenced if you happen to forget anything again.
I already forgot everything you said. Can you remind me who Zola Adisa is again?
Once again, Zola Adisa is the executive director for Quantum Synergies. She's the main one that Infinity Ltd will be looking to impress. If you need any further reminders, I'd suggest you read her dossier. Our technicians work hard for a reason.
And what about Benjamin Bayou?
Benjamin Bayou essentially runs Neon, among other things. As an operative, you should know that Bayou is in control of both the Sioka Syndicate, a group of mercenaries that work within Neon, and Aurora. You should also keep in mind that we have a somewhat symbiotic relationship with him. Bayou is not to be crossed unless approved at the highest level.
Alright. Way too much information for me to remember. Let's see. Optional, read the dossiers. Influence Zola Adisa against Infinity Ltd. Influence Arthur Cruz against Infinity Ltd. Okay, let's see what's on these dossiers. I think it's in the notes. Dossier 1 and Dossier 2. Okay, let's check this out. Arthur Cruz. Notable relationships, none. Self-made man. Personality, charismatic and friendly. Enjoys talking to people. Stickler for facts and details. Driven by credits on how to increase his accounts. Financial securities, everything. Talking points, Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher and produce a higher quality product. Infinity's marketing and legal teams can't compare to Ryujin's. Ryujin Industries provide financial security, okay. And the Zola one. Notable relationships: Dahlia, Disa, mother, retired CFO, Inception Technologies, Imani, Adisa, sister, public relations, Centauri males, personality narcissist, obsessed with public perception, appreciation for professionalism in manner and appearances, drawn toward innovation, enjoys being part of something new. Qualities key: strong dislike to be associated with anything less. Talking points: Infinity Ltd is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries. Infinity is follower, not a leader. When it comes to innovation, Infinity lacks clear vision with constant reorganization, and praise quantum synergies if the opportunity is presented. Damn, I need to remember all of this. Let's see. So let's get to one of these.
What is it?
People. Let's get out. Okay, so this is the Astor Lounge. Let's look what's inside of it. So blue. What the hell? Weird customs. Okay, VIP lounge. Let's see. So we have 2 waypoints. Oh, so another one was below. Let's see which person is here. Okay, Arthur Cruz. Just before talking with you, I need to use a Hippolyta. Where is it? Hippolyta, 20% persuasion chance for 5 minutes. Now let's talk.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business.
The Astor Lounge never fails to impress.
Ain't that the truth? And especially so for business meetings. You want to impress a client? The Astor Lounge is the place to do it. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you?
Nope. And I'd hate for anyone to think so.
Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them.
That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances.
So all the first options are from the dossiers, I see. To compare, Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher, quality included.
Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
I'm sure you won't.
You backed up my suspicions.
Okay.
And I think that was the final push.
That's done with the one. Let's get back to the dance floor. Where's the female?
Take it easy.
Let's do a quick save. Our Hippolyta still works, I think.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape?
A little bit of both.
Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime.
Who do you work for?
Quantum Synergies. I assume you have heard of us.
Of course, the top leader in spacecraft operation systems.
It is nice to see you are familiar with our business.
You must have business with Ryujin.
Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd.
Does bringing you out Do a fancy setting like this really work in Infinity's favor?
Of course. They're putting forth effort to impress us, which shows they value and respect us. It won't have any significant impact when it comes down to business decisions, but it makes a good impression.
Okay. A deal with Infinity Ltd? That sounds risky.
Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me.
Infinity Ltd is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries.
Cheap is a word Quantum Synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause.
Infinity lacks clear vision with constant reorganizations.
Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
Okay. That was way easier than I anticipated. Didn't even need to remember anything from those dossiers. Switch Nina Har's presentation. Alright. So it's up on the balcony. Now I think we need to sneak or something. Let's see. 30 meters away. Let's do a quick save. What? Don't mind me. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. Hidden. Unlock the door. Let's see. Let me hack it. And unlocked.
Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Okay. Nina's presentation swap. And let's get out. Out of my way. I'm not even going to close the door. I'm done here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Return to Imogen. Let's do it.
There's always work to be done.
And I'm
Pace
back.
yourself.
Talk with me.
Make it a fun.
Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Way easier. Piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astro Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
It is good that our restraint is appreciated.
Our bonus is common.
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment.
Who's Lyndon?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not.
Okay. Thank you for the bonus.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
Ooh. Okay. Let's hear what's next on the agenda.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love.
What did this competitor do to upset Ryujin?
Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions.
Is this like the Celt Corps assignment?
Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye.
I'm ready for the details.
Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
Is this some sort of sabotage?
You can call it what you like, but most importantly, it's your next assignment.
What is this ARC device?
ARC stands for Assault, Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction.
Gross negligence. Sounds like people could get hurt.
You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the ARC and avoid detection. Our technicians will handle the rest, and they're instructed to avoid as much harm as possible.
Okay. Anything else?
These assignments aren't the most exciting, but it's the aftermath that's fun to watch.
Can you tell me more about the ARC device?
The ARC is a specially engineered tool designed to let us take control of any system within its detection radius. It transmits the signals carried by the hardware to our technicians, where it can be interpreted and then manipulated. It doesn't guarantee complete control, but it gives us enough room to be dangerous.
Doesn't this seem a bit too extreme?
I can see how you might view it as a harsh punishment, but a corporation never learns from a slap on the wrist. Loss of credits can be regained, people can be replaced, but ruin them in the eyes of the public? That's a hard uphill battle that no one's going to forget.
What do you hope to accomplish with this assignment?
This assignment serves as a reminder to all corporations that any actions taken against us will be repaid in kind. Think of it as a small price for only one to pay that serves as a deterrent for the rest.
Okay. Let's see. Accident happened. Travel to Hope Tech. Okay, we need to get back to the Hope Land or whatever it was called. And we are back to the Hope Town. And also I forgot that I got a skill point. Let's put it somewhere. I think we're gonna put one rank into weapon engineering. Let's do it. You can craft improved weapon mods at Weapon Workshop and research additional mods, weapon mods at a research lab. Okay, I'll unlock it. I unlock this now, and I'll look into the research a little bit later. Let's continue with our quest.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
We're gonna upgrade our weapons to our liking, finally. Let's see, plant the ARC device. Let's do it. Second floor maybe? Third floor? Nope. Let's see. Is there any optional objectives? Nope. Let's do a quick save. Seems like I need to get into the ship or something. Not sure. Let's see. Okay, I see. I can get up to the second floor by these stairs. Looks like I need to jump on the ship. Let's get a little bit higher. Okay. And I'm on it. Nobody even cares what I'm doing. Okay, so it's not from the outside of the ship. I need to get inside of it. Let's do it. Nobody is here guarding this place. Oh, there are person.
Cool space
Yo, dude.
suit.
So, could you go away? Or something?
Got a problem?
Nope. Stay there. It worked. Okay. Another quick save. Let's get into this computer. Or I didn't even need to get in. Return to the imaging. Okay, so it was just a planting like a bomb. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay, guys, we are back. So it seems like all of these missions are cake, well, way too easy. Imogen, give us something harder.
Hey there. Got an update for me?
Indeed I have. What's going to happen now?
Now I get to let the in-office team know that the ball is in their court. Depending on their instructions, they can use the remote access to do anything from equipment failure to massive explosions. In the case of servers, it could be gross information leaks, a hardware failure. Basically, whatever might hurt their public perception the most.
I planted the ARC device.
Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off.
Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged a bonus through Linden.
Apparently you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal.
Do I get a bigger bonus if the deal between Quantum Synergies and Ryujin goes through?
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more legitimate level. And believe me, bonuses like this for operatives are few and far between.
How did the presentation go?
My sources tell me it was a train wreck. Once her numbers didn't match up, Arthur was all over her with questions. It didn't take long for her to break composure, and that's when she lost Zola. So you could say that presentation went perfectly, as far as we're concerned. Hence the bonus.
Thank you for the bonus.
You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
Isn't Ryujin innovative enough on its own?
Oh, we definitely are. But why stay one step ahead when you can just leave the competition in the dust? We reverse engineer their plans, create a superior product, and beat them to market. We make the initial profit with less investment in R&D, and our competition is forced to reevaluate if their product is even viable.
Let me guess. Brute force means we're going to steal from them.
Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge.
I'm ready for the details.
Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market.
The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor.
Can I get some details on the Trident Star Yard?
The star yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely got options. It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ship's ready.
Got it. One prototype engine schematic coming up.
You'll find the Trident Luxury Line star yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system.
Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess.
Okay. Anything else?
It'll be interesting to see what Trident's been working on.
Any idea what sort of security I'll be facing here?
Trident is bound to have a handful of guards on the lookout. Remember, the Star Yard is part sales department, so there will be civilians. Which is exactly why discretion is needed here.
What can you tell me about Trident luxury lines?
Trident specializes in luxury liner cruise ships, so they aren't a direct competitor, but all ships run on similar basics. We like to keep a close eye on any new tech they may have in the works, just in case it may prove useful. Gladys Coffin is their lead researcher, or architect, as she likes to call herself. I guarantee this prototype they're working on is her design.
Aren't we innovative enough on our own so we don't have to steal?
This isn't about innovation, it's about competition. What sort of corporation would we be if we didn't take advantage of every opportunity?
Why is me getting caught such a big concern?
The concept here is to vastly improve upon the base design and beat the competitor to market. We don't want to give Trident any fuel for accusations, lawsuits, or retaliation when that happens. Besides, getting caught means security around the schematic will increase, and we'll be back to square one.
Alright, we get to do another stealth mission without any optional points. Travel to Trident Luxury Lines Star Yard. Okay, let's get to our ship and we'll travel to the Star Yard near Aquila City.
And complete. Go ahead and land.
Alright, welcome to Cheyenne system, and let's travel to Trident Luxury Lines Star Yard. Hail. So we need to dock to it.
Luxury Lines welcomes you. Feel free to dock and talk with our courteous sales representatives.
Let's get a little bit closer so we can dock. Alright. Docking procedures commence.
Ship is now docked.
And board. Let's see. Obtain the schematic. Let's do this mission. A quick save just before going.
I have had much debate on whether Trident ships are overpriced. I have never flown one myself, so I cannot be sure.
So nobody cares if I am here. Alright. But they care if I open this door. I am hidden. Let's open. Alright. Door open. Close it again. And the chest. I am hidden. Let's hack it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Prototype schematic for 2,455 credits. Alright. Obtain the schematic, return to Imogen. Another easy mission. Anything else I need to do in this place? Nope. Let's get back to her as always. Let's hope for another bonus that we'll get from the Ryujin Industries. And we are back. Let's talk.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic?
I do. What are your plans for the schematic?
We'll have our research and development team take a look. If there's anything notable, we'll reverse engineer it, then recreate it with our own spin. And believe me, by the time our engineers are through, Trident won't even recognize it.
Give item. Yep, and Trident is none the wiser.
And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
Alright. So we have completed the maintaining the edge. I think it's a great place to pause the video. So I hope you enjoyed watching my playthrough. We did a lot, like 4 or 5 missions today. in this video, but all of these missions were really easy. I think we'll get more interesting missions in the upcoming session. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next part. Bye everyone.